And then we're gonna... Oh! Shit, I forgot. So I'm gonna be making a death box and a life box, since it's a Nuzlocke run, and, well, that's what I'm gonna do right now. We're gonna make box 14 the death box. And you know what? I'm even gonna give it some fancified wallpaper. Let's see. Craig, that one. Doesn't that look like a very death-oriented box? I like that. And we're gonna name this one Life. Why? Just for the fuck of it. So we have a life box and a death box. Life, death. Life, death. Pretty swell. Pretty swell stuff. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we gotta listen to this guy tell us how to capture Pokemon here in just a bit. As for Route 2, I already mentioned this, but Route 2, even though Viridian Forest is on it, I'm gonna be counting the capture of Viridian Forest as something different from other than the Route 2 capture. Some folks may not like this, but as I said, fuck you, it's my playthrough. As for what we're gonna get from Viridian Forest, honestly, I'm hoping for a Caterpie or a Pikachu. Either one of those would be pretty swell. Pretty much anything but a Weedle or a Kakuna. I don't even know if you can get Kakuna in Firered. I know you can get Metapod, at least I think so. I'm pretty sure you can. But, yeah. Caterpie, I'd be all down with a Butterfree. Butterfree, I feel like, would be a spectacular help from early to mid-game here in this Nuzlocke run. And Pikachu, well, it's the only electric type you can get for quite a while, so... So, yeah. As for Route 2, I'm actually going to wait and encounter a Pokemon on Route 2 after we get through Viridian Forest, because I could actually just walk through the grass right here, but I would rather wait until after Viridian Forest so that way there are different Pokemon. Because if I remember right, the north end of Viridian Forest, or the north end of Route 2 after Viridian Forest has some different Pokemon. Or more Pokemon added to it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Here we go. Anything but a Weedle. Anything but a Weedle. Fuck! So the one thing I didn't want is the thing I got. Okay. I mean, beggars can't be choosers. I got pretty lucky, I guess. Damn, a Butterfree would have been so great. It's not like I was even asking for something rare. Weedle's the rare one in Firered. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Let's go ahead and capture Weedle here, and, to be perfectly honest, I doubt Weedle's... Oh! Tough little fucker, aren't you? To be honest, I'm doubtful that Weedle's even going to get to see much action, if any. It's probably just going to be used as a scapegoat, which means its sole purpose is pretty much going to be to die. How's that for depressing? Well, let's see. I got to think up a nickname. Why the fuck is it the hairy Pokemon? Why is it the hairy? I don't understand that. Whatever. We're gonna name this Waspinator. Why? I don't know. Beedrill, Bee, Wasp. It's original, damn it. Shut up. Alright, let's have a look at Waspinator. Brave nature. I'd have to look up what it does, but I don't really care. So, folks, because I want my team to be up to about level 7 before we venture through Viridian Forest, I'm going to be spending a little bit of time leveling up Freebird and Donuts, as well as Bob, but, you know, that'll just happen while I'm leveling Freebird, since Freebird's level fucking 2. But, how it's going to go, I'm going to be showing everything, including the grinding. However, I'm not going to talk during it. Instead, I'm going to speed it up and play music over it. It'll be swell, and it'll only last a minute or so. I'll speed it up enough to where it doesn't take a dramatic amount of time. And I'll play some bitchin' music over it, because why not? I'm a nice guy. I'll find something kick-ass for us to listen to. But, yeah, I'll talk to you guys here in just a little bit. Alrighty, Roof, folks. So, as you saw, a couple of close calls during that, but I got Donuts here up to level 7, Bob hit level 7, and Freebird hit level 7. Waspinator, fuck her. I'm never gonna use her. She's worthless. Well, not worthless. I actually do like Beedrill, but not until, like, Gen 4, Gen 5, when it actually can do something worthwhile. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put Oh, you already saw it. I went ahead and put Bob up front because Bob, I do not believe, can be poisoned. I can't remember if that's something that they added for Gen 3 or if that's something that wasn't introduced till Gen 4, but I don't think Poison type can get poisoned. Which, you know, makes sense. And I've already mentioned this. I'm deathly afraid of getting poisoned during this playthrough. More than anything else, that's the one thing that I'm like, because if I get poisoned and I can't get back to town, another fucking Weedle. God damn it. I mean, not that it matters, it's just, fuck. But if I get poisoned and I can't cure it or get back to a Pokemon Center in time, that Pokemon dies and it stays dead. And I don't really want that to happen. And so, a third fucking Weedle. What is this shit? I'm pretty sure Firered's the one where Caterpie is more common. Maybe I have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we got a Pokeball. And, oh, we're gonna grab whatever the fuck that is. A Kakuna. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Caterpie is the more rare one. I don't know. I could swear that Caterpie was the more common one in Pokemon Fire Red. But maybe not. Oh, well, whatever. So, I did check the move pool, I guess you could say. At least for, for Bulbasaur. And turns out Bob will learn Vine Whip at level 10. So if we can get to level 10 before exiting Viridian Forest on Bob, well, then Bob's going to pretty much be all set. Brock will be nothing. The first gym going to drop like a fly. Or a rock snake thing. Yeah. I don't know. But basically, I want to get Bob to level 10 before we get to Pewter City. Oh, and Donuts learned Low Kick. I didn't think it learned that till like level 9, but it did learn Low Kick at level 6, so I'll be able to relieve some of the pressure from Bob, assuming there is some. There very well might not be. What are we up against next? A Caterpie, huzzah. We're going to Leech Seed to try and get some more health sapped back into us. But, especially when it's doing stupid shit like String Shot. But, yeah. I don't know if Leech Seed's going to stay on Bob. If this was a normal playthrough, I'd be all for keeping Leech Seed, since it's an additional status effect that doesn't take the place of a status effect. You know, kind of like how you can stack Confusion on top of Attract, on top of Paralysis. And pretty much just annoy the living shit out of whatever you're battling. It's hilarious, but because it's a Nuzlocke, I don't know if I'm going to keep Leech Seed on Bob. Assuming we can keep Bob alive, but, you know. I have pretty high hopes for Bob. And Leech Seed to heal me is working out pretty darn nice, I gotta say. I mean, it helps that I don't think Caterpie has attacked me once yet, but, you know, whatever. You're right, Caterpie can't hack it. You need a Butterfree, my friend. I so wanted a Butterfree. With all the powder moves it learns, and the fact that it learns Confusion and whatnot, Butterfree would have made this a hell of a lot easier for the early game, I'm imagining. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Alright, Bob, let's do this. You know what, we'll go ahead and get another Leech Seed up. I do love Leech Seed. It's one of my favorite things that Bob can learn. Although I'm probably going to go with Giga Drain on Bob when we get it. Even though it only has 5 PP, I'm going to have to use PP ups on it. Giga Drain seems like just the way to go. I'm just saying. There again, though, I'm not looking at long-term moves for Pokemon yet. Oh, level 9. Oh, man, if they all give this kind of EXP, I'm thinking Bob's going to hit 10 by the end of this battle. Oh! Every time I see critical hit, it's going to make me jump. It's going to make my heart stop. In addition to poison, I'm scared to death of critical hits because I can never predict how much damage a critical hit's going to do to me. Other than it's probably going to kill me. Kind of hoping that this bug catcher had a Kakuna so that way I could just sap health from it, but whatever. I would like to get through Viridian Forest without having to go back and heal at the Pokemon Center. Which I might be able to, you never know. A little too early to throw this out here, but I think we have a pretty good start to the Nuzlocke. We'd have a more or less ideal start if I'd gotten a Caterpie instead of a Weedle, but whatever. Ah, there's the Kakuna. Yeah, we're probably going to be able to get past this battle without worrying too much. In fact, I'm willing to bet Bob reaches full health before the end of this fight. Granted, this fight's going to take an eternity. And don't worry, folks, I am showing everything, but if something does get to where it's taking way too long, I will speed it up after recording it in the video editor. I'm not going to be cruel and make you watch something tedious. For example, if this fight took like 10 minutes, which it's not going to. It will take a bit, but if it were to take like 10 minutes, then I'd speed it up. I'd cut my commentary, speed it up real quick, make it take like 30 seconds, and yeah. Fortunately, it's going pretty quickly. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I gotta check and see when Bulbasaur learns Sleep Powder. I really want Sleep Powder. I know a lot of folks prefer Stun Spore because paralysis doesn't go away naturally. I don't know, I kind of like Sleep Powder better. There again, every status effect has its moment. Oh, I don't think I'm going to hit max health. Damn, I'm 2 away. But this will put me up, or put Bob rather, up to level 10, and he should learn Vine Whip. So we've pretty much been assured to be able to beat Brock, as well as Doug here. So Bob hit level 10, so we're going to go ahead and put Freebird up front because I would like Freebird to learn Gust. Once it learns Gust, I'll probably switch and put Donuts up front so she can get some experience.